Tonight, a Detroit towing company being told to clean up its act and its tow yard.
They've got plenty of complaints, so many they were the subject of a problem solver investigation. Rob Wolchek joins us tonight with the latest.
Their tow trucks seem to always be in position to get you, and once you're hooked, they don't seem to let you off. And they charge you close to $400 in cash to get your car back. As dirty as that may seem, it's not as dirty as the place they keep your car after they've towed it. This is the Breakthrough Towing Lot. This is where the friendly folks from Breakthrough Towing dump off your vehicle with a chugga, chugga, chugga after they've towed your car.
I think they're doing a disservice to the folks in Metro Detroit, and I think they should change their business practices.
This is the Breakthrough Towing Lot being fined and ticketed for blight, code, and compliance violations. It's the latest bad news in what's been a rough month for Breakthrough Towing's owner, Michael Dickerson. Mike, hey, Mike. This is from my story 3 weeks ago on Breakthrough Towing and their claims they don't use spotters who signal tow trucks lying in wait for anyone they deem to be violating the rules in one of the lots they service. Are you out here spotting?
No, for who?
For the tow company.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's been bad lately for Breakthrough. They're getting sued by these lawyers who claim Breakthrough broke laws in towing their clients and broke their vehicles as well.
In Michigan, if you come out and they're in the process of towing your car and they haven't taken it off the premises yet, they're required to give you back your vehicle.
The Metro Times has done articles on them possibly using spotters to tow people from this Midtown McDonald's. AAA cut ties with the towing company. The Better Business Bureau is investigating the company and put out an alert. Plus, the city of Detroit is on their case. And I don't think it's going to get any better for them soon because I'm going to introduce you to more victims. This is Dr. Danielle Penson. The closest store to the high school where she's a counselor is Midtown Liquor. She says she routinely stops there during lunch and buys a soda called the Clear Fruit.
Well, this particular time I parked and went and got my Clear Fruit and then went across to get something to eat. When I came back outside, my car was gone.
Dr. Danielle's car was towed, just like the many people I showed you in my first story about this lot. In it, I showed you Chris. We caught him taking pictures of license plates on cars of people who crossed the street to the restaurant. And within minutes, a tow truck showed up, towed up, and was gone by the time the people emerged with their takeout meals. The manager of Midtown Liquor says there are times when his parking lot is full, but there are no customers in his store, and he's losing business. But Danielle says she's a regular customer of his. Have you been back to the liquor store? Have you?
Absolutely not. I have no intentions or plans on going back because they knew what they were doing.
Breakthrough Towing also has a contract with McDonald's right up the street. Ronald McDonald doesn't clown around here. They have signs saying they can tow you if you take more than 30 minutes to eat. Rich stopped at the McDonald's to use the bathroom and get a Filet-O-Fish sandwich.
I had to wait and there was a long line. So I finally used the facility and went across the street for 1 second. I dropped off a business car. I came back to McDonald's to get food, and my truck was already hooked up to the chains.
Rich drove with the tow truck driver and his vehicle on the back to the tow office, then to an ATM. But
I went back into the office, said, I have 300, would that work? He said, absolutely not. Get back in the tow truck. We'll drive you down to the next bank where you can get an additional $200 before we'll release your truck.
$395, I'm a retired veteran. I'm on a fixed income.
This is Perry. His plan was to grab a takeout from the Mediterranean restaurant, grab some drinks and chips from the liquor store, as he's done many times. Instead, he got towed. What a way to treat a hero. Now, where did you serve?
I did 15 months in Iraq. I was in the Army. I was stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
And I see you have a cane. I don't mean to put it, but you're a disabled veteran?
Disabled veteran, yes, sir.
After my first story, where I showed people like Nicole, who caught Breakthrough towing her Honda but wouldn't release it, and Tyrese, who caught them with his Mustang and wouldn't drop it, some people told me I wouldn't let them take my car. Well, that's what Boss Man claims he thought as well.
They didn't even have my car hooked up yet. I was at the tow truck trying to, like, well, you know what you're doing? Like, well, I'm towing your car. I'm like, no, you're not. They towed the car while I was on the back of the tow truck. We went to the police station. I tried to make a police report, and they threatened to lock me up for interfering with him for illegally towing my car.
Yep, he claims he was holding onto his car for dear life, and it didn't matter. You ended up still having to pay, right?
Right, $400.
Man, oh man.
Cash.
what they're doing to, people who own cars is ridiculous and should not be happening, but unfortunately I can't enforce that. What I can enforce is the property maintenance code.
That's Dave Bell. He's the director of Detroit's Public Buildings, Safety, Engineering, and Environmental Department. He saw my first story. He immediately sent out his inspectors to check on the company. Once they got to the lot, they found more than 10 violations. Have they responded at all?
They have not responded as of yet, but we believe that they will, because we're not going to stop until they get a certificate of compliance.
Well, they sure don't respond to me. Now their drivers are hiding behind masks, videotaping me. But when I approach, they disappear.
Ain't no man like the tow man. Ain't no man like the tow man.
Now, this may only be the beginning of the city's involvement. I took our story to the Detroit City Council, and at least one council member is promising action. Mayor Duggan's office is also investigating. I talked to the McDonald's franchise owner, who says the parking lot is clearly marked with signs that say customers only, and that the store is following all the rules, and that she's happy with Breakthrough Towing. I also called Breakthrough Towing's lawyer again, but he never called us back.
Now, Rob, some Detroiters I've talked to call this a scam and a racket, but they say it's not going to stop unless there's a law to make it stop.
Yeah, and that's what I want. We need to have a law. I agree with you. When I did the last story, I went out there the next day, and the spotter had the audacity to be sitting there. So I guess the love of money or something is stronger than the, I don't know.
Decency.
It's crazy. Yes.
Yeah.
And some of those people are indeed customers of the store.
Yeah, absolutely. They all claim to be customers of the store. Some of them say they're regulars. They're very angry about this. Yeah. People are really mad. It's an awful lot of money.
The city council needs to address it.
Yep, I agree.
All right.
Thanks.
More to come. Thanks.